Problem 4, don't get thrown off by the difficulty of it. Let's just take it step by step by step. A cylinder has the dimensions as shown in the diagram. Which polynomial in standard form best describes the total surface area of a cylinder? Well, in order to do this problem, you have to know what a surface area of a cylinder is. So we write SA, standing for surface area, and it equals 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Now let's plug in what we know. That's going to be 2 pi, the radius is x plus 1, and we need to square it, plus 2 pi, r is x plus 1, notice I'm just replacing, and h is x plus 4. Whee. Okay. At this point in time, the book does not suggest this yet, and I think it gets a little complicated. Does everybody see right here? And you see how there's a 2 pi in each one? I'm going to factor out, I'm going to actually write that down, factor out 2 pi. Alright? So I'm going to write 2 pi, and now, if I take a 2 pi away from this one, I will be left with x plus 1 squared. If I take a 2 pi away from this one, I will be left with a plus sign, an x plus 1, and an x plus 4. Let's keep going. Now I'm going to multiply the binomials together. Alright, so 2 pi times the quantity. Let's write this out twice like this, x plus 1, x plus 1. And then let's rewrite this, x plus 1, x plus 4. I'd like to tell you a common mistake. A lot of students think this 2 can get distributed and that this becomes x squared plus 1. That's not true. It means you have 2 separate binomials that need to be multiplied together. Alright, let's keep going. 2 pi times the quantity. Now you guys ready up here? We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. X, first arc, x times x is x squared. Second arc, x times 1 is x. Third arc, 1 times x is x. Fourth arc, 1 times 1 is 1. Keep going. Plus all of this. Because it's a plus, I don't need parentheses. If it were a minus, I would need parentheses. Let's get our arcs on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. 1 times x is 1x. 1 times 4 is 4. Now look at this really long problem inside of there. We're going to combine our like terms. Ready? How many x squareds do you see? Hopefully 2x squared. How many x's do you see? 1, 2, 4, that makes 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many constants do you see? 1 and 4 makes 5. This is the answer. Now, if they asked us to distribute it in, so let's say that let's say it was multiple choice and this wasn't in there, they may have distributed the 2 pi in, which of course we're going to do. 2 times 2 is 4, with a pi and an x squared. 2 times 7 is 14, with a pi and an x. 2 times 5 is 10, with a pi. This is written in standard form and is how you write it, or the surface area of this cylinder. Lots of fun. Alright, let's try it again. Why wouldn't we, right? So we have a cylinder. I'm a visual learner, I need to draw it. It says the radius is x plus 2, and it says the height is x plus 4. Write your answer as a polynomial in standard form. Here we go. Surface area equals 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. That's 2 pi. Your radius is x plus 2 plus 2 pi. Your radius is x plus 2 and your height is x plus 4. Let's factor out a 2 pi. We'll deal with it later. That leaves me with, okay, so these things came out. That leaves me with x plus 2, the quantity squared, plus x plus 2 and x plus 4. If you're wondering where this plus sign came from, that plus sign came from right there. All right, let's multiply. Okay, so we get x plus 2 twice. That does not become x squared plus 4. Do not make that mistake. All right, now that we have it all written out nice and ugly, let's multiply together. Draw your arcs on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. X times x is x squared. Second arc. X times 2 is 2x. Third arc. 2x times x is 2x. Last arc. 2 times 2 is 4. Next. Plus. That came from there. X times x is x squared. Second arc. X times 4 is 4x. Third arc. 2 times x is 2x. Last arc. 2 times 4 is 8. Combine your like terms. I see 2x squareds here and here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 x's. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 constants. Last step, distribute your 2 pi in. 2 times 2 is 4 with a pi and an x squared. 2 times 10 is 20 with a pi and an x. 2 times 12 is 24 with a pi. That is how you write that in standard form. Multiplying a trinomial and a binomial together is really no different, and this is why I don't like to use the word FOIL, because there's more than the first and the outer and the inner and the last, because we have a trinomial here. We'll just get your pencil ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, and again 1, 2. You just have 6 things now, okay? You'll do 3x times these things, you'll do x times these things, and you'll do -5 times these things. Let's go. So we'll do 3x squared times 2x. That's 6x to the 3rd power. Now do 3x squared times -7, minus 21x squared. I like to do this. Once I'm done with it, I cross it off. Now let's do the x. X times 2x is a positive 2x squared. X times -7 is -7x. Cross it off. We used it. -5 times 2x is -10x. -5 times -7 is a positive 35. That's it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. We used each one in the first trinomial 2 times, and now we just combine our like terms. It's 6x cubed. Let's see, we got -21x squared and a positive 2x squared. That makes -19x squared. We have a -7x and a -10x. That makes a -17x. And at the very end, we have a plus 35. There you go. That's it. Let's try it one more time. What is the simpler form of this? Well, we're going to do 2x squared times these two things, Then we'll do minus 3x times these two things. Then we'll do the positive 1 times those things. So we'll have 6 total. 2x squared times x is 2x squared. 2x squared times negative 3 is minus 6x squared. Negative 3x times x is negative 3x squared. Negative 3x times negative 3 is positive 9x. 1 times x is 1x. 1 times negative 3 is minus 3. Combine your like terms. This first one should have been 2x cubed. If I didn't say that, that should have been a 2x cubed. Final answer, 2x cubed. A minus 6x squared and a minus 3x squared becomes a minus 9x squared. The 9x and the 1x becomes a 10x. And the minus 3 at the end finishes the problem off. That is the simplified form.